All right, so we're going to talk about Genesis today. I don't need any introduction. I haven't been on here for a couple of good months. But as y'all know, y'all connected with me. You always come to YouTube. So let's get into this. Okay, so I'm going to go into deep explanation of Genesis because it's a need be to go through the explanation of it, because Genesis it mostly explains what is going on now, because most people think Genesis means the beginning of the world, but it's really the beginning of the fall of man and the fall of sin. That's what Genesis means. It have nothing to do, meaning that Adam and Eve is separate from you and I, because it's not. You are Adam and the Eves. We are all Adams and the Eves. We all eat the fruit of sin. You know of sin and I know of sin. So we all ate the fruit of sin. So Adam and Eve is all of us. It have nothing to do with separation. It's all of us. It have nothing to do with them being separate from us. Because you sin just as much as they did when sin came into this world. You just have to understand the reason and why it came into the world and the purpose of it. Because if you don't, you're going to be stuck thinking you're saved already. And you're not. You're not saved already. And this is what making us confused, because now people are accepting the lawless one and forgetting God. People are expecting a man to come back and save you when God came as a man to save you. Like, it's a big difference. And y'all, it makes y'all like y'all waiting for Satan to come. And this is like the biggest trick that Satan could have done to us, not understanding the meaning of your existence, of you being here. And that by itself will have you following him, because you don't know. And since God blessed me with the knowledge of understanding, because that's what I asked him for, I am able to explain this to you the best of my abilities. So let's start from the beginning. Okay, and it reads as follows. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters.
Jesus is condemned for committing a blasphemy.
This is telling you that God is the light. He is light. He is a light. Because how it explained it, that means the earth is darkness. That means there's nothing here but darkness here. There's evil here. And God separated himself from evil in the heavens before it even came on earth. Straight up. And he's telling you the first thing that was here, what the first things that is here that separated us was darkness. So basically it's saying that God's Spirit came on here, came to earth, and hovered over the waters, because the water there was no life in water. Water was lifeless. There was no life in water. Okay? And God hovered over the water. That means the water started running. It had life now, because it was stagnant. It was nothing. That means in darkness it's stagnant. It has no flow. It has no life. And then God put life into it. 3, then God said, let there be light, and there was light. So God is saying, when he separated himself from Satan from the heavens and walked upon the waters of the earth for it to be alive, and then God said, let there be light. So he showed himself to the world as light.
Someone claiming to be Messiah would upset.
And God saw the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness.
The ultimate ruler.
So you see it right there.
successful
You
Messiah
see it right there.
will
God
do
separated himself from darkness. I mean, he separated himself from the devil. He did that from the beginning.
Terribly.
Before he put life in water.
Fine points of whether the king.
How much percentage of water is in your body?
A worldly.
Think about that for a
You say
second.
the word king. You think you're a king. You are going to be crucified.
Right? God separated himself from the devil, from in the heavens.
From the house of Caiaphas, the high priest's man.
And then he put himself, gave water life.
To the residents.
And then he said, let there be light. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day.
Jesus stands before Pilate.
We can go to John to connect this with John, because let's do that. All right, so we're going to go into John to have some connection so you can understand. So John 12:35, it says,
anyone who causes trouble, pass over.
and Yahshua said to them, a little while longer, the light is with you. Walk while you have the light. Lest darkness take over you. He who walks in darkness does not know where he is going.
No higher
While you have the light,
than a centurion.
believe in the light, that you may become sons of light. These things Jesus spoke and departed, and it was hidden from them. Okay, so remember when God said, let there be light, right? Remember, the sun and the moon wasn't even created yet. And God said there's light. Understand? And then God is telling you he is light. And then in John, he keep telling them about the light. Telling them to serve the light, serve God. Not just him as a man. Because there's another man coming. All right? So he's telling them to walk in the light while you still have it. So is God telling you from the beginning he's light? And then he's telling you while he was here walking that light won't be here too long. So walk in the light while you have it. All right, let's continue. And then God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Thus God made the firmament and divide the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmaments heaven. So the evening and the morning was the second day. So God is telling you about the separation of the firmament. That means this world can be a globe. How? Water holds the shape of what it's in. Like the same way how water, when water is in a cup, it takes the shape of a cup. All right? When water is in any object that water is in, it takes the form of. Right?
And they've arrested Jesus. And they themselves.
So basically, water is life.
We don't know exactly where they went.
And God is
The
saying
traditions say that they stayed in Jerusalem.
let the living creatures of the heavens be in the heavens. Let the living creatures of the earth be on earth. And let the living creatures that is separated from the heavens and the earth be separated from the heavens and the earth. That means what's in heaven, stay in heaven. What's on earth will stay on earth. Simple as that. The firmament. Remember, God said he separated himself from darkness. That meant he telling you that darkness is here. He told you that.
While Peter wept, Judas Iscariot returned to the temple. He flung
Told you that.
of silver at the feet of the priests who had
So basically, God is telling you why he made the firmament. So he can separate what he threw out of heaven down here. And what is down here will stay down here. And that is it. So whatever is down here will stay down here. So we are walking not just with one another. We're working with darkness down here too. Are you understanding me? Okay, and let's continue.
They wouldn't be.
And God said, let the waters under the heavens be gathered together in one place, and let the dry land appear, and let it and it also. And God said, the dry land and earth and gathering together in the waters were called the seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let the earth bring forth grass, herbs that yield
would have to
that
go
eat the
up
seeds and the
for us to
fruit
push up on its
trees
shape
that
to
yield
grow
fruits
up
according to its
on the
kind.
branch.
Whose
And a person could hold on and
seeds
go
in these
strength
items on this earth, and he was so. That means God, when God created all the things of the living, these are all things of the living, things that we can eat. And this is before this is before the 608 commandments that Moses gave, and this is before the 10 commandments. And this is what God told us that we could eat, we can consume of, we can be a part of, because God created how we can breathe before He even created us to breathe. Correct? Because God created the trees for us to breathe, because they give us the oxygen and we give them carbon dioxide. See how sweet that is? So God created the things that we could breathe first and eat before He even created us.
Come down from the cross. The Gospel of Matthew.
And earth and born in the years, and the evening was a good, and God called that the third day. And God said, let there be a light in the firmament of the heavens, and to divided the day from the night, and let there be a signs of the seasons and for days and years, and let them be the light in the firmament of the heavens to give the light on the earth. And it was so. So God created lights in the sky. So before God created the sun and the moon, there was already light here.
Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Hold up for a second. Let me paint you a picture. All right, here's some scripture to cover that. Because remember, God showed Himself as light before He made the sun and the moon, right? All right, we're going to go to Joel 3:15, and it reads, and the sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. It gonna stop shining. Let's back that up with another verse. Joel 2:31, and the sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great day and the terrible day of the Lord to come. Let's continue this, just in case you didn't hear me. Matthew 24:29. Immediately after the tribulation in those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the light shall fall from the heavens, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. Okay, let's continue. Revelation 6:12. And behold, when He had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun become black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon become as blood. All right then. Now you understand that the sun and the moon is a separate light from God's light. All right, let us continue. The main point of me elaborating on this for you to understand, God is light. And you have to understand it, because every day everybody get up and say, where is God? Who is God? What is God? God is light. Light. You wake up every day, you look outside, you can see the sun, you can see the moon, you can see yourself, you can see other people around you, you can still see the trees, you can still go on the computer and see, you can see, you can take up your remote and change the channel, you can still see. You can still see. You're not in darkness. There is no void, and that is coming. And I want you to understand that God is light. Understanding God is light. Understand that light form life. Scientific fact that when an embryo touches with the sperm, it connects and make a burst of light. Light is life. Darkness is death. Now we understand that. Let's continue in Genesis. I just need you to understand what God is, who God is.
The Gospels say that in the weeks following...
Because everybody asks that same question every day. God is light. Understand that.